In this video, I'll be outlining certain types of headphones that can be more harmful than others. Stay tuned. Here at the Jaye Wellness Studio, we are big on sound therapy, and of course that requires wearing headphones. But I got a few emails and questions about it, and I wanted to address those accordingly. As you can see here on the screen, this type of earpiece, in my humble opinion, is the worst. Why? Because this particular earpiece requires you to fully insert the device up against your ear to even get any kind of sound out of it. What I have found with this particular earpiece is that it leaves very little room for air to get in and out. And if you look at the screen here, you'll see that it's an additional piece that connects to the tip of it. This is what causes a suction. When you put this in your ear, it's completely trapping everything that was already there. Not to mention, you're going to be moving around. If you're working out in them, you're leaving them there, you're going to sweat depending on where you are, what climate you're on. You're going to start getting bacteria buildup, which then can lead to infection and other issues that can occur with a humidity problem. Like many of you already might be aware, earwax is not the enemy. It's very lubricating and it's an antimicrobial, but it can lead to issues if it's built up over time, like pain and irritation and hearing difficulties and dizziness and ringing of the ears. So this is why we need to be very cautious of how we select certain earpieces or headphones. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the next option, and I will say this one's your second best option. Primarily is because if you look here, it's one whole piece that goes in your ear. So if you look on the screen right there, you'll see that it's not a separate section that connects to it, and it doesn't create a suction. And now I've gotten both sides. Some people like this particular piece, and others like the ones that go way up into your ear. I will say this one's the safest if you're dealing with ear problems. It's going to leave a little room as well for you to be able to get that circulation and that air going in there. So this is going to be a good option to make sure that humidity doesn't start building up and then bacteria starts growing and infections get worse. And of course, if you're taking it in and out of your ear, the earpiece, you're going to also add dirt in there, and if it just sits there, it's going to get worse over time. So having that little separation between your ear and that earpiece is going to be beneficial, while still, of course, maintaining proper usage. Now to the very last of the headphones is this particular one that goes over the head. Now I know many of you are not going to agree and not say these are the most comfortable ones, but these are actually the most safest ones in my opinion. Primarily it's because the ear is not subjected to anything being pushed in too far, and it's open essentially in a sense that it's just being covered by the earpiece. It's covering the entire ear itself. It's not just focusing on going deep into the ear. So this is going to be better. Now of course these have problems with people jacking up the volume so high, but when it comes to being able to be safe in terms of not puncturing the eardrums, not allowing bacteria to come in, this is going to be your best bet. So primarily if you're dealing with eustachian tube dysfunction, tinnitus, or you're having equilibrium issues, pressure in the ears, these are going to be the best headphones to buy because of the fact that the formation of them is not going to protrude the ear. What I found is if you're using the earpieces that go in the ear as well, if you're having pressure problems with your ear, it's going to throw that off because you're shoving something deep into your ear. So trust me on this one. I have done my share of earphones and earpiece purchases, and I have found that these are not the most comfortable because they go over the top of your head, but they're going to be the most safest to use. And of course, if you're doing sound therapy, which I really plan on releasing a lot more of that in the coming future, these are going to be the headphones that you would want to go ahead and purchase to keep that ear safe and clear from any harm that it could possibly acquire. Alrighty, my people, I hope that video was very helpful for you all. If you're dealing with any ear problems, I'm happy to help out. I have my email at the bottom. You can shoot an email to me. I try to get to you within 24 hours. I also have a eustachian tube dysfunction help group, but of course we're open to any ear problems that you have. You can definitely join the group. It's free. It's Facebook. You just hop on there. I'll leave the URL in the description. Happy to help anybody, and look forward to seeing all of you soon. I ask you all to subscribe to my channel so you can get the latest, greatest health and wellness videos, motivation, yoga, and meditation. But before I let you go, I'd like to leave you with one thing. Being well is feeling well. Feeling well is doing well is living well. Take care, everybody. Talk to you soon.